Okay, so Cris Carter recently went off on Chad Johnson, calling him out and basically saying that Ocho was overrated. To give you some context, I gotta first play you this short clip of an interaction between Chad and Travis Hunter where they were discussing Travis's Madden rating. Here's that clip.
This is your chance to tell Chad what you should enter the league with when it comes to your rating.
If I ain't at 85 and above, we're gonna be, see that trophy back there?
Yeah,
like
I saw that one,
we got the 1v1 for it.
Oh, but listen.
We got the 1v1 for it, and when I beat him, I better be a 99.
You say 1v1 me, like where you put on cleats and not put on cleats, and you think you can try and cover me? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
And we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it for your Heisman. So after I route you up, I get to take your Heisman for a year.
Oh my God.
Come on.
Okay.
Listen, the best I could do for you as a rookie coming into the league, I give you a 76. A 76.
A 76.
A 76. Now, this is the thing. We'll do 10 routes. I promise you, we'll do 10 routes. If you could stop me on one of 10, just one. You want to stop me on one of 10 routes, I promise you I'll give you a 90 as a rookie. The first ever.
Hey, guess what? I play both sides of the ball, so you got to stop me 1 out of 10 too.
What are you talking about? I was a dual threat.
Yeah.
You can't, what? That's what I do.
Okay, so that was the exchange between Chad and Travis, and it was pretty tongue-in-cheek. Ocho is known for these type of takes, so it was nothing serious in my opinion. They were just breaking balls, just friendly banter. But then listen to Cris Carter on his podcast, Fully Loaded, address the exchange between the pair, and then listen to how he calls out Chad, because it was pretty crazy. And then afterwards, I'll let you know what Ocho's response was, and then I'll play you a clip of former DB Assante Samuel and what he said about CC, because he wasn't playing around.
So Chad Johnson, he was talking to Travis Hunter. Did you see this about his Madden rating? He said he would rate him a 76. Somehow he's a contributor on these ratings for the video game. And Hunter said, I should be higher than that. He said, I'll give you an 85 on one condition. You see this?
No, I didn't see it.
He said that he could not, you see that? He said he could not, if today, if Chad Johnson ran 10 routes today, that Travis Hunter couldn't stop him on 1 out of 10. Today. And if he stopped him 1 out of 10, he'd give him a high rating. Is that what he said? 1 out of 10. No, he had said he could do it. But if Chad Johnson today, how old is Chad Johnson? 36, 37, 38?
No, he's older than that. Get
40.
the exact
How old
number
is he?
before I get on this one.
Yeah. No, pull up what he said.
Pull up the age. That's the only thing that's
important. Pull up the age. 47. He's gonna run routes against. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
I can go back to points in Chad's career where, and definitely the point he was in New England, you had to go out there and tell him what to do because he couldn't get open to save his life. So I remember times he had an NFL uniform open that he couldn't get open against average guys.
Guys that were worse than that weren't near as good as Hunter.
There's nothing that pissed me off more than old guys who used to be able to do something, and when they recall what they did, they swear up and down that it was better than how they did it. Look up Chad's stats. How many catches he got? How many touchdowns he got? Look it up. Like,
is there any chance that Hunter can't stop him?
There's a better chance of Chad getting in the Hall of Fame than Hunter stopping him.
And what are the odds that Chad gets in the Hall of Fame?
None. None.
Okay, so that was CC's response. Pretty harsh in my opinion to just write off Ocho's career just like that. While I don't think Chad Johnson is a Hall of Famer, dude still edged out a great NFL career. He was a technician in his route running and snagged over 11,000 yards and 67 TDs in his 11-year career. At best, he has a borderline case for the Hall of Fame, so nothing to laugh about. And to bring up a stats like that seems kind of petty. Obviously, they don't match up to Cris Carter's all-time stats, but it shouldn't diminish what Chad has accomplished. There's only maybe 3 or 4 receivers who have better all-time career stats than CC. I'm not hating on Cris or his career. He is, in my opinion, arguably a top 5 all-time wide receiver and has the case for one of the best hands the game has ever seen. Nonetheless, Ocho responded to this clip on Twitter, and he actually took the high road as he tweeted, "When a legend speaks, you listen. Doesn't matter what he said. That's the joy of having elder statesmen. Being a sponge at times is better than reacting off emotions." So pretty classy response from Chad, but that wouldn't be the same case for Assante Samuel, who didn't hold back. Here's what he said.
Y'all listen and y'all hear me clear. Listen, first, yes, I think Cris Carter, he was great during his time. He was a hell of a route runner. He ran some hell of a routes. And he had some of the best hands in football. That's what he was known for, route running and having really good hands, right? But he is really beside himself coming for Chad Johnson. He is really beside himself coming for Chad Johnson. And he was nothing more than a possession receiver. That's all Cris Carter was, a possession receiver. A receiver that catches the ball and is immediately tackled. That's what a possession receiver is. They have no yak. Cris Carter is overrated, to be honest. He is really talking about himself. Cris Carter is one of the most overrated cornerbacks to ever come in the NFL or into the Hall of Fame. As a cornerback, understand what I'm saying. As a cornerback, what do I have to worry about covering a guy like Cris Carter? He's going to run a nice, crispy route and get tackled immediately. Okay. I'm not worried about him running past me. No one's worried about him running past them. So what fear does he put in any in cornerback or defense? What Cris Carter did in his career wasn't anything special. Maybe above average, but it wasn't anything special.